Hi, my name is Laura Calhoun, and prefer to be called Laura just because that's my name and I really don't have a nickname. My long term educational goals would be to become a registered nurse and work as one. Personal goals would just be more so things like buying a home, saving money, going on trips with my daughter, and things like that. How does COD fit into my long term educational goals? Well, it allows me to attend school, at night locally and for low cost. So that's great. The biggest assets I bring to this class and semester, um, I would say by giving good feedback to other students on their posts. I really enjoy reading them and, getting other people's insight on topics. What are some of the challenges I face during this class and semester? Just that it's being during winter session, it's accelerated. I'm also taking another class and I work full time and have a 3-year-old daughter. So, those are always the biggest things that I'm facing, but I always seem to overcome those pretty well. Do I consider myself an inquisitive critical thinker? Um, I would say that I do on topics that I'm interested in. If I'm not interested in them, sometimes it is a little difficult for me to really get into certain topics. But I would say for the most part, I am. How involved or aware I am with the world around me. Um, I would say that I am involved, but to a certain extent, I'm not someone that's really passionate about politics, which, gets a lot of people, in an uproar. But some things, I have certain things that are within my scope of my day and my time, and some things that I just don't have time for. To get involved with and with the world and with the news, which I know is important, but to a certain extent, I think sometimes it can get overwhelming. Um, do I consider myself an expert in anything? Um, I don't know that I would consider myself an expert, but I have worked. I work for a plastic surgeon, and I've worked in aesthetics for quite a few years now, almost 5 years with my current job. So I would say that I'm pretty well versed in things like that, cosmetic treatments, non-invasive treatments. I'm also a treatment provider for some of those things. So that's, if I'm an expert in anything, then it would be probably be that. Have I ever analyzed or discussed something in depth? Um, I I would say I have. Most likely in classes like these online. So just any type of topics that are brought up in the discussion boards. Um, so and let's see what else. The name of the last book I read, that's that's really horrible, but I can't remember the last book I probably read. It was probably something for a textbook for school because I honestly can't find the time anymore to read books. Being a mom and working, it takes up most of my time, but it might be, I want to say it might be Twilight, one of the Twilight books, and maybe one of the last books I read. Um, your favorite song from Reducing, oh, my favorite song, that is a tough one. I love the Backstreet Boys. Like they're kind of old school now. So my favorite song would probably be Backstreet Boys. I Want It That Way. That's really old, but I mean I do love them. Genre of music, I do like rap and hip hop, which it's just something that I like. Your favorite TV show or movie? TV show, I've been really into Scandal and Netflix shows like How to Get Away with Murder. Still need to finish that one because sometimes I don't have the time. Movies, I would say that I'm into any type of like mysteries or things like, like movies like Taken or things that are not anything super action, but more so things that have like a backstory to them. My favorite place or a place I like to go, honestly, if I do anything, it's I'm going out to eat. So, my favorite place I like to go would probably be Elmer's in Palm Springs. I like to go get breakfast there. A local cultural community event I attend or participate in. Oh, that's hard. Um, I just attended a Athena award ceremony, which is awards that they give for women, and they're like career awards or awards of excellence for women. That my boss just she received an award, which was awesome. So other than that, I do not get to do many other like attending or volunteering of like events like that in the community, but I would like to do that going forward once I have more time. A secret talent, skill, ability, or interest. Ooh, um, I used to play basketball, so I mean, I guess I got a good jump shot. But I mean, other than that, I don't really have much else. I used to play the flute in high school, so I mean, that's not something that you would know about me, just from glance for at first glance. Um, why did I choose the picture for my profile? Because it was mentioned to pick a profile picture that was professional, and it was actually a headshot that I used for my job. And that was just one that I just updated, so it was perfect timing. What impression of you do you think your picture gives? I think it does give a professional, impression because I took it in the workplace and it has kind of our logo in the background, so it gives a impression that I have my stuff together. I hope so, which is not the case all the time, but I like to look that way. What is the overall impression that you want your profile to give about you, colleagues? Just that I am educated, that I know what I'm talking about, that I am passionate and a good student and dedicated. But thank you for your time, and I look forward to hearing all your responses.